Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick, as we wait for Robocop 3 to load on the ZX Spectrum 128K. It's published by Ocean in 1992. The original Robocop game came out in 1988, which is pretty good. Robocop 2 came out in 1990, wasn't quite so good, so let's see how Robocop 3 is. Now, if you're watching this live, the real Nick is actually at work, so in your face, Nick, we're going to be playing Robocop 3 instead. But at the end of this, I might be jealous of Nick at work, so I might be a bit late commenting if you're watching this shortly after it goes up. But the game is over 5 stages. First one is like Operation Wolf, then you've got sort of like a more conventional platform version, then a jetpack level, then the OCP tower and the top of the tower. All the usual suspects are there. In Robocop 3, you're versus ultimately some ninja robots. Now, it's based on the film directed by Fred Decker in 1993, which is a bit of a flop. Here we go, right. I think this is demo mode, but anyway. Right, anyway. So, yeah, the original Robocop film made 13 million. Let's define the keys. Well, the budget was 13 million. It made 53.4 million. Robocop 3 wasn't quite as good by a long way. Its budget of that was 22 million, and it only made 10.6 million at the box office, so it was a huge flop. Paul Van Hoven was the original Robocop. This third one starred Robert John Burke. What a Burke. Right, here we go. So it's Operation Wolf time. We must use this crosshairs to blow up people at windows and stuff. You'll see my energy represented by efficiency level on left and writing. That goes to 0, then we are dead. Okay, I did like Robocop, the original game. Robocop 2 not quite as much. This one looks very monochrome, but a lot of the Spectrum games were. 128K, so there's music going on in the background. I don't think there's a 48K version. So this is basically a street level. Destroy all the enemy and the splatter punks. Stage 2, you're in a derelict rocket motors factory. More of a platformy sort of level, then a jetpack, but I don't think we're going to get to it because I certainly didn't do it in practice. But I think if we let it run into demo mode at the end, it will quickly show us all the levels. But yes, don't expect much colour from this one. Energy level 75%. After each level, you've got a certain amount of repair credits where you can repair bits of Robocop. Now, I do know I cheat this to infinite energy, so if we don't do very well here, I'll at least get off level 1. Hooray! I'm not a big fan of this. It's rather jerky. It's quite ugly. I would expect it something a bit better from the 128K. But, you know, 1992, we can't expect too much. But this is the time when the Commodore Amiga and 16-bit games were getting into full flow. Bit late in the Spectrum run. So I don't think this would have fared well against what else was on offer. So miles too late in the day. But the game is as good as the film. Don't get me wrong, there are some good elements of Robocop 3 where I laugh, but it doesn't really stand the test of time. But still better than the rebooted Robocop, which seemed to have lost the plot completely. OCP. You won't see any of the hear any of the proper Robocop music, so be prepared to make your own. That might make it a bit better. Your move, creep. None of that here. Bomb 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 dum bomb 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 bomb. Bomb 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 bomb. No, it's still not working, is it? I would like some red. Oh, I'm dead. Would have liked some red brickwork. So let's put a poke in for infinite energy. It might work, it might not. At least try and get off stage 1. But is this a game I would have gone back to? Well, no, not really. I would have gone back to the first one because it gives. It's a bit like the arcades. It's quite good fun. This is a bit ambitious. It compares well with Operation Wolf on the Spectrum, so it does well there. But together as a game, I'm not feeling much Robocop-ness, to be honest with you. Yes. So this isn't going to be a complete walkthrough. We won't go all the way. Let's shoot him. See, my energy level now is not going down, which means the poke is working. Yeah, a bit laborious this. I don't remember this in Robocop 3. There was a lot of jetpacking going on, and I thought that was pretty stupid. Why would you risk a one-off cyborg with a jetpack which could fail and then he'd die? We saw the problems they had trying to create another Robocop in Robocop 2, where Kane was his brain. He was I don't know why they put a criminal's brain into a robot. Anyway, Kane was obsessed by Nuke, and they put him into what was to come, Robocop 2. Yes, right. OCP, so this is downtown Detroit, which doesn't seem like a good place to go in this game, at least. There used to be a major manufacturer of cars, but I think that's gone pear-shaped. Right, who are these people throwing sticks of rock at me? I don't know. Can you get a stick of rock with Detroit written all through it? Maybe, but it's not causing us any damage because we got super cheats on. Yeah, what was your favourite Robocop movie? For me, it was the first one by far. The second one was okay, pretty good actually. Third one, yeah, atrocious. I'll repeat to you. Directed by Fred Decker, budget 22 million, box office 10.6 million. I pulled that off Wiki. And the original Robocop, budget 13 million, made 53.4 million. Just goes to show you that sequels progressively get worse in a lot of cases. Just look at the Jurassic Park series, where the first one was good, second one was iffy, third one was okay, then it got rebooted to Jurassic World, which I didn't mind, and then the Evolution, I'm not a big fan of that. Total Recall was another one they tried to reboot, that didn't work either. Just keep coming up with novel ideas. Terminator is another one great, 2 good, 3 okay, and then it just goes completely off the rails. Genesis interesting, but as a film, no way, big nose. Right, how are we doing on this? We still got 100% efficiency, the score's going up. I'm not sure how far we got to get on this, and then we should be there. The level's too long, isn't it, really? Should have been over by now. It's failing to maintain my interest here. But, for what it's worth, a nice little, well, sort of, I suppose. Look at that. It's very ugly as it goes across here. Sometimes the graphics on one part of the screen aren't keeping up with another side, which once you've noticed that, it's like ruins it a little bit. Right, nice handy red arrows telling us where the people are. If you can see that in the bottom right or bottom left each time. Alert, Windows. Well, that's a warning about Bill Gates and his forced updates. Right, there's a splatterpunk. There you go, you're dead. Dun 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 dun. Punk's advancing. He doesn't look much of a punk. Hasn't got a safety pin through his nose or bright green hair. Don't know what these are. Splatterpunks with guns. But they're no match for Robocop with his infinite energy. Where's Lewis in this? Does Lewis get killed in the third one? I think she does, doesn't she? Well, I don't like that. Why, thank you, Lewis. Right, repair Robocop. Use joystick to select area. Fire to repair, space to exit. Oh, that was a bit brief. Well, what's going on there? Now I've fallen down a hole on level 2, and that's game over. Well, you know, I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that and fell down a hole straight away, so I feel completely robbed. That would have been stage 2. Stage 2, where's that? That's in the derelict rocket motor factory. At the end you have to defeat an Otomo ninja. Well, you know, I'm not going to do that all over again, so let's let this run, see if we can see a brief glimpse of the other stages, then we'll get out of here. But I don't really like this game. Bits of it are clever, scrolling's clever here, but it's quite ugly, it's monochrome. No Robocop music, not as good as the first Robocop game, and even not as good as the second Robocop game. Right, there's the stage 2 I fell down that hole. There's the jetpack stage, fighting other people with jetpacks. Yeah, I suppose that looks a little bit interesting. There's another stage. I think you go into the OCP tower to fight Ed 209. There's Ed 209 there. Must shoot him. Yes, okay. And then it goes to the top of the tower, and then that's it. Well, you know, Robocop 3, what can we say about this game? Rather uninspiring. There are some good bits of programming. As a game, it's not interesting. As a kid, I would not have gone back, I don't think. So, yeah, stick with Robocop 1, folks. Yeah, that's all I can say about it. If you haven't watched the films, have a watch of those. But the first one is by far the better. Alex Murphy getting shot by Clarence Boddicker and then being reincarnated sort of in that cyborg robot thing. So I hope you liked having a look at that one. That was Robocop 3, if you haven't been paying attention, on the ZX Spectrum 128K, published by Ocean in 1992. Thanks for watching that as always. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.